Governor Ducey announcing an executive order today allowing medical centers to resume elective surgeries.
And as we wait to hear when the state will reopen, let's bring in our political editor, Dennis Welch, with more on this. Dennis, this was a revenue stream that these hospitals apparently needed.
Yeah, and this was just a small step in the governor as he tries to reopen this economy, and he says it's going to be a slow, phased-in approach as he wants to return to what he's calling a temporary normal. Now, as far as any more details, we're going to have to wait and see specifically on whether or not he's going to extend his stay-at-home order beyond that April 30th deadline. Now, this was his first press conference in 8 days. The governor appeared to lay the groundwork for further lifting of more restrictions here in the near future. He spoke about where the state stands right now in this fight. He says Arizona has enough hospital bed capacity and ventilators to weather this crisis. However, the state has not met all of the guidelines set out by the White House for reopening. Guidelines such as that require more testing capacity, but the governor made it very clear that he has a lot of leeway in terms of when he decides to reboot this economy.
There's flexibility for states to tailor application of these criteria to whatever the local circumstances are. You know, my focus has been 100% on the state of Arizona. Our circumstances are different than other states, and we're going to use this combination of symptoms, cases, and hospitals to make decisions going forward.
Now, these announcements today come just several hours after his own state health director projected that the peak of the coronavirus here in Arizona is expected to be around May 22nd, which is several weeks after that stay-at-home order is set to expire on April 30th. In Phoenix, Dennis Welch, Arizona's Family.
And Dennis, real quick, the governor said he's basically got three options: either extend the order, let it expire, or modify it. So he's got to be looking at a lot of numbers between now and April 30th.
There are a lot of numbers. Now, they went through a lot of modeling and projections. They went through a lot of data. And one graph that he put out there was the number of people contracting the virus. And he said if you don't notice any trends in these, it's because there are none. He says he's going to continue to look at the data as he leads up to the end of this stay-at-home order, which again expires here pretty shortly. A lot of people wondering if he's going to extend it beyond that April 30th deadline. And if he does modify it some, what are those modifications going to be?